Welcome back to the channel, Football Fanatics. Today, we're dissecting a fascinating Group D encounter that saw the United States go head-to-head with Australia. This was a match highly anticipated, with both teams looking to assert their dominance early in the tournament. From the first whistle, you could feel the electric atmosphere, the tension palpable, as two nations with significant footballing ambitions clashed on the biggest stage. The stakes were incredibly high, and the tactical battle was evident right from the kickoff, promising a spectacle of skill, strategy, and sheer determination. This wasn't just a game, it was a statement. From the very beginning, the United States came out firing, displaying an intensity that immediately put Australia on the back foot. Their high press was relentless, suffocating the Australian midfield and defense, forcing turnovers in dangerous areas. It was clear that the US coaching staff had drilled their team to dictate the tempo, to be proactive rather than reactive. The midfield trio for the USA orchestrated play with precision, quickly transitioning from defense to attack. Australia struggled to get a foothold in the game, consistently losing possession and failing to string together passes under the relentless American pressure. This early dominance set the tone. And that pressure paid off. Around the 20-minute mark, the United States broke the deadlock with a beautifully constructed goal. It started with a rapid counter-attack down the right flank, a quick 1-2 passing movement slicing through the Australian defense. The final ball was exquisitely weighted, finding a forward in acres of space inside the box. He didn't hesitate, unleashing a powerful shot that left the Australian goalkeeper with no chance. It was a moment of pure quality, showcasing the USA's attacking prowess and leaving Australia with a mountain to climb so early in the match. A truly deserved lead. You'd expect Australia to respond with aggression, to push for an equalizer, but the United States maintained their tactical discipline. They continued to control the midfield, denying Australia space and time to build any meaningful attacks. The Australian defense, looking shell-shocked after the opener, appeared disorganized, struggling to mark the dynamic American forwards. Their attempts to play out from the back were often stifled, leading to hurried clearances or turnovers that just invited more pressure. It was a period of sustained US dominance, where Australia simply couldn't find their rhythm or their footing in the game. They needed a moment of inspiration. Just before halftime, the United States delivered another hammer blow. A corner kick, swung in with precision, found a towering American defender who rose highest above his markers. His header was powerful and accurate, smashing into the back of the net. 2 goals in the first half. This was a testament to the USA's set-piece strategy and Australia's continued defensive vulnerabilities. It felt like a significant psychological blow, going into the break 2 goals down. The US had executed their game plan perfectly, capitalizing on every opportunity and leaving Australia reeling from their offensive onslaught. What a statement! Going into the locker room 2-0 down, Australia's coach would have had a monumental task on his hands. The team needed a complete tactical reset. Did they switch to a more defensive setup to consolidate, or did they gamble and push more players forward? The key would have been to regain composure, tighten up the defense, and find a way to break the USA's midfield stranglehold. Perhaps a change in personnel, bringing on a more direct winger or an extra holding midfielder, could have stabilized their ship. Whatever the adjustments, they needed to be impactful and immediate to avoid a complete capitulation. As the second half unfolded, Australia did show glimmers of improvement. They seemed to have adjusted their defensive shape, closing down the spaces that the USA exploited so effectively in the first half. They started to win more individual duels and even managed to string together a few attacking sequences, testing the American backline. However, the United States, with their 2-goal cushion, played with a controlled composure. They absorbed the pressure, slowing the game down when necessary, and still looked dangerous on the counter. It was a more balanced half, but the damage was already done for the Aussies. This match was a clear statement from the United States, demonstrating their ambition and tactical maturity in Group D. Scoring 2 crucial goals in the first half put them in a commanding position and sent a clear message to their rivals. For Australia, it's a tough lesson learned. They need to analyze their defensive frailties and find a way to cope with high-pressing teams. While the second half showed resilience, the initial onslaught proved too much. Both teams will now look ahead to their next fixtures, with the USA brimming with confidence and Australia needing a strong rebound performance. What an opener for them.